So now we're moving on to our last and final form, which is a cube shape. And the texture on the cube shape, it looks like wood. It's got lots of splinters in it. So we're just going to start off with getting that cube shape. You can freehand this or you can use a ruler. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to use a ruler. So I'm just going to get this first top line in. And the thing is with cubes and squares, geometric shapes, you will have to use parallel lines. Parallel means the lines run alongside each other, but they never meet. So I'm just moving my ruler parallel to that line that I've just created. And I'm doing this lightly. And there we go. I've got two parallel lines. And then I'm going to add in the back line. So now the front line on that top face, it must be parallel to that back line. So I'm just looking for a square. There we go. So now I'm going to do this face here, the left hand face. Now this line here should be parallel to the line of the box, so I am going to use the edge of the box that I'm drawing in. I'm going to pull the ruler along until it meets that corner point, and then I'm going to draw down. I'll do the same with this point here, and then I will do the same with that back point. If your paper moves, just realign your ruler. And there we go. Now I'm going to go back up to the top face here, and I'm going to pull my ruler down until I'm happy that this looks like a square. There we go. And I'm going to do exactly the same on this side. Pull it down until I'm happy that it looks like a square. And there we go, I've got a cube shape. Now once you've got your cube shape, what you can do is start to add some of these tones and these lines that you can see on the cube. So what I would do is I would start off with, and I'll just zoom in, I would start off with mapping out some of the bigger splinters in the wood. So we've got one here. And just focus on the direction. So this splinter here changes direction because it's on the top face. And by observing the directions accurately, you'll be able to get an accurate 3D form and it'll look realistic. So take your time to go around and just map all of them in, just to start off with. Now once you've got all of those darker cracks in the wood, splinters, mapped out, what you can then start to do is put in some of the lighter tones using lines and using shading. Just remember, any lines that you put down, they should be parallel to the edge of the cube. So just keep checking that, otherwise it might not look accurate. Some of your lines might need to be thin, some might be thick. I think the majority of lines need to go from thick to thin, so just you can practice that on your sheet if you need to, going from thick to thin, taking your pressure off, and that looks like a hairline crack, so you've got detail in your work. So just going through and adding in the rest of the shade, and don't be scared to leave some areas white if it is light on the picture.